Hello, we're the PNC Newsgirls, Mia
and Maya, reading the news 6 days a week because you're too lazy.
Tuesday, September 5th, 2023.
Okay, so
we are back, baby.
Yeah, we took a break because Pole News Central took a break.
Yeah, and then we took a little bit of an extended break, so.
Yeah, because, we're lazy. I got a really long Hitler quote today, so I didn't feel like reading it beforehand, so.
Going in blind.
No chance of this one being perfect, especially since I'm just looking at a bizarre name right now. The right has completely forgotten that this Jewish democracy, with its majority decisions, has always been without exception only a means towards the destruction of any existing. How do you say it? Aryan? I don't know. Aryan leadership. The right does not understand that directly every small question or profit or loss is regularly put before so-called public opinion. He who knows how most skillfully to make this public opinion serve his own interest becomes forthwith master in the state. And that can be achieved by the man who can lie most artfully, most infamously, and in the last resort he is not the German, he is in Schopenhauer's random dude's words, the great master in the art of lying, the Jew, Adolf Hitler.
Alright, quick lesbian Marxist American Liberty Association president brags about subverting normal family types and makes anti-white statements. The Federalist reported last week that ALA President Emily Drabinsky was caught making several disturbing remarks in a video which help reveal her true agenda. Drabinsky makes crystal clear that being a Marxist is very much who I am and shapes a lot of how I think about social change. She next claims that her queerness subverts normal family types and says that sexually explicit LGBT books are needed in children's libraries to show gay people doing gay things.
No!
Denied.
Do we need to show them straight people doing straight things?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Like why do they need to see gay people doing gay things if they don't even see straight people doing straight things?
Yeah, I don't.
What the?
They shouldn't see anybody doing anything.
Exactly. That's right. All kids should be blind.
Yes.
Okay. Alex Soros announces shifting priorities to confront the threat of is that MAGA or
MAGA?
MAGA. Okay. Victory that stands to undermine the war in Ukraine. As Soros also writes, we need to be ready to be able to respond to an uncertain and dangerous future, which is, well, the threat isn't a what, but rather a who. In one of the last paragraphs, we find this. Dang it, I was hoping to stop reading after that, but no, it's gonna be a cliffhanger. Okay. As someone who spends up to half their time working on the continent and thinks former United States President Donald Trump, or at least someone with his... How do you say that? I don't know. And anti-European policies will be the Republican nominee. I believe a MAGA-style Republican victory in next year's U.S. presidential election could, in the end, be worse for the EU than for the U.S. Such an outcome will imperil European unity and undermine the progress achieved on many fronts in response to the war in Ukraine.
Ukraine tells West to shut up on failed counteroffensive. President Volodymyr Zelensky, Minister of Foreign Affairs Dmytro Kuleba, snapped at Western sponsors of Ukraine, dissatisfied with the failure of its summer counteroffensive, telling them to shut up and try to do the job themselves.
Yeah. Israel opens embassy in Arab state. Israel has established another diplomatic toehold in the Persian Gulf region, opening a new embassy in Bahrain 3 years after normalizing relations with the small Arab kingdom.
Okay, pull calm. My brain died when I was trying to figure out pull calm. What? Staggering figures reveal 1.2 million U.S.-born workers lost their jobs last month, replaced by
600,888.
Yes, thank you.
Wait, no, 6,800. Wait, give me a second. 688,000. There we go. I'm bad at reading numbers.
Foreign-born staff as Joe Biden allows migrants to flood across the border. Data from U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics show that between July and August, there was a staggering decrease of 1.223 million native-born people in the workforce, which is a low, stop poking me, which is a low not beaten since the jobs crash when COVID hit in April 2022.
Okay. No, 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Elon Musk. Since what?
Since the acquisition,
the ADL has been trying to kill this platform by falsely accusing it and me of being anti-Semitic. If this continues, we will have no choice to file a defamation suit against, ironically, the Anti-Defamation League, Musk said. If they lose the defamation suit, we will insist they drop the anti part of their name, since obviously, he said, adding a laughing while smiling emoji.
Okay.
For some reason, seeing something describe an emoji just feels boomer to me.
Yes.
You know?
Alright, third world country stuff. Homeless leave 500 pounds of feces on streets. Overrun Wyoming City, mayor says. Mayor Bruce Neal is reportedly calling on the Casper City Council to tighten rules surrounding urban camping and squatting to help police control a homeless population 200 people strong.
Okay, even if you're homeless, can't you just go into a random store, random gas station, I don't know, and use the bathroom?
You'd think.
A lot of times,
apparently the streets is better.
Usually, you don't have to buy anything. Do they bring toilet paper to the streets? Or they just
squat?
They're just popping it?
I don't know.
Are they leaving toilet paper on the street too?
I honestly don't want to know.
Oh, great. I get the bad one. Anyway, TikTok star Luke Rockwell arrested for essay of a minor in Thailand. Rockwell, 29, who has 1.3 million followers on TikTok, was booked Sunday in a Watano district after a mom accused the Florida man of doing things with her 16-year-old daughter while he was teaching the kids English in, how do you say that?
I'm not entirely sure. You see, the way it looks like you pronounce this sounds inappropriate, so.
Like, I know I've heard somebody say it.
Yeah. It was like, Bangkok?
I think it was Bangkok. I don't know. The Bangkok Post reports.
Okay. Biden-appointed judge rules religious parents can't opt kids out of pro-LGBT school lessons.
Why?
As a new school year kicks into gear, a Biden-appointed federal judge is using the legal equivalent of grade inflation to prop up the misguided efforts of a local school board to indoctrinate students with gender ideology. On August 24th, the U.S. District Court judge denied a requested injunction from a group of Muslim, Catholic, and Orthodox parents to opt their children out of LGBT storytime lessons, exposing the judge's grave misunderstanding of the Supreme Court's religious freedom jurisprudence.
So does that mean if I become a teacher, I can force them to learn religious stuff?
I guess.
Because, like what?
Okay, monkey column.
Okay. Chicago Teachers Union President, hater of private schools and school choice, reportedly sends child to private school. Wow. Stacey Davis Gates is undoubtedly Illinois' most prominent and rabid opponent of school choice, and pretty much everybody and everything associated with it, all of which she labels racist or worse, is president of the Chicago Teachers Union. She's at the forefront of its campaign to kill Illinois' meager investment in Kids Act, which currently gives about 9,000 disadvantaged kids scholarships to attend private schools. It must be game over for the program, the CTU says.
Alright. Eritrean migrants battle in Norway with bats and bottles. Prime Minister calls riots unacceptable. Eritrean migrants have been filmed participating in yet another street battle in Europe, this time in Norway, with the Eritreans, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Eritreans? Maybe? I don't know. Attacking one another with bats, bottles, and iron rods on the streets of Bergen, the country's second largest city.
Zimbabwe's president Mnangagwa. That's such a stupid name. Mnangagwa sworn in after disputed poll. Zimbabwe's president Emerson Mnangagwa was on Monday sworn in for a second term after being declared the winner of last month's disputed election. He promised to lift millions out of poverty.
Kanye West banned from Venice boats for life after lewd public display on the water. A headline-grabbing nudity stunt by singer Kanye West and his common-law wife in Venice has landed the pair a life ban on accessing the services of one of the city's most prestigious boat companies, reportedly beloved by A-list visitors to the city. Take that, sucker.
What? Like, I want to know why, but I also really don't want to know what they were doing, you know? I think it says this later in the story.
Don't care enough.
Anyways. War crime column. Wait, who's reading it?
You?
Okay, I'm severely tripping. Mexico's cartels to control our food supply too? Anybody notice who might be getting their hands on the U.S. food supply? I found it buried in an epoch, I don't know how you're supposed to say that. Time story about Congress's upcoming farm bill. Spendation? How do you say that? Spendathon? Spendathon. Set to go to a vote in December. Supposedly aid to U.S. farmers, including California, is the U.S. top agricultural state, which produces much of the U.S. food supply.
New York City schools enroll 20,000 migrants, none required to show proof of vaccination.
Because you said 20,000.
I know. Close to 20,000 migrant children have been absorbed by New York City's public schools when the school year starts on September 7th. None will be required to show proof of vaccinations when they enroll, as is required for the children of New Yorkers.
Well, that's unfair.
That's just downright unfair.
Okay. North Korean leader Kim expected to meet Russia's Putin. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is expected to hold a meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin, according to a White House official. It's so much easier to say Putin's name than Kim's name.
Yeah. That was essentially reading the headline. You gotta read the other one. Good grief. Stop being so lazy.
I'm lazy, okay. As we informed publicly, arms negotiations between Russia and the DPRK are actively advancing. National Security Council spokeswoman Adrien Watson said, using an acronym for the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or North Korea.
Alright, Saudi Arabia launches global organization to address water challenges. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman on Monday announced the launch of an international organization to address water charges and DOE agency reports. Anyways, that is all. Thanks for listening to Mia
And Maya read the Polish Central homepage. Do all the good things.
and come back tomorrow for more